Hey, how you doing? How you coming on your guitar playing? I know you're doing better. Every one of you is doing better than you were that first night. We've been going for a couple of months now, and I promise every one of you is doing better. But I'm starting to get the question, how long before I get good? And my answer to that would be, what is your definition of good? Some people think that they're going to master the guitar. Well, they may master their own goal, but nobody's ever going to completely master the guitar because someone who is good at strumming country and western songs is not going to be good at shredding some rock and roll, epic solo. And somebody who's good at that is not going to be good at playing jazz guitar. Or somebody who is an excellent strummer or shredder probably won't be a good fingerstyle guitar player. You're not going to master every part of the guitar. So you need to determine what is good for you. When I started playing a few years ago, for me, my goal was just to get good enough that I could play some of these old songs that I enjoyed singing, but didn't have anybody else that knew them or wanted to play them, and so I could just sit and have a good time, and to get to where I could sit in with others and and hold my own in strumming with songs, keeping up, finding out what key they were in, being able to play in that key, and being able to play on time. And in large measure, I have gotten there, and I'm endeavoring now to learn some other things beyond that. But in that path to getting to that point, to that goal, there were intermediate uh, landmarks that I had to pass to get to there. I had to start out just as you, being able to play these chords and have every string ring out and not have those dead sounding strings. That was an important landmark when I was able to do that. And then when I was able to play them without looking at the strings, that was another landmark. That was another stake in the ground. Okay, I have gotten this far. And so you need to determine, what is your goal in learning to play the guitar. Our goal in teaching you really is to kind of get you to that place where you can strum along with others and have a good time playing, most pop or country type songs, and have a good time at that. And then there will be other places where you can go to go beyond that if you want to get beyond that point. But you've just been playing for a little while, and the only competition that you have is with yourself yesterday. Now we're starting to see, after a couple of months, several meetings of this class coming together, we're starting to see some are catching on to some areas faster than others. Some have come into the class a little later, and so they're still at the beginning, and so everybody's kind of at a different point. And so it's a little more difficult right now during on the Monday nights to know how to help everyone. And so that's why we've introduced this strumming pattern that I'm going to talk more about here in just a minute, to give everybody a challenge. But don't skip anything in the process, because honestly, people of our age, it's a little harder for us to catch on to new things than it is for the kids. I mean, that's a fact of life. We've got a lot of advantages on them. We've got a determination to see the end and to see it through. We're not going to be as apt to give up quickly. And the only way that you fail to learn some guitar is to stop trying. I promise you, if you'll keep working at it, things will come. Let me encourage you to do this. Get your cell phone out, record yourself playing today, real soon. Don't worry whether it's good or not. Just record 2 or 3 minutes of you trying to play something that you've been practicing on. Then put it away. You don't have to show it to anybody. You don't have to bring it to class and show it to me. Just keep that. 6 months from now, go back and look at that, and you'll be amazed at how you've progressed. Just kind of drive that stake in the ground, and because we always, day to day, we don't see the improvement. But if you look back to that point, you'll see that you've really come a long way. Just let me encourage you that don't get discouraged. I know I say that a lot, but you're in the hardest, most difficult phase of guitar learning. Unfortunately, the most difficult part comes first. But once you learn how to form these chords, you'll be able to form other chords. You'll learn new chords really quickly. Once you've got these down and have that concept, you learn this first strumming pattern, and you'll find I'm not a big guy who's just dead set. This strumming pattern is for this song, but just learning the skills that come with that will help you then to do other things, because the ultimate goal is that you hear a song, and after you kind of strum around, you get a feel for it, then you just kind of find how that song is supposed to be played, or the way you want to play it. Don't let people tell you there's only one right way to play a song. You can play it the way you want to play it. All right, let's get onto this strumming pattern, and I'm sending each of you a PDF of this pattern, this down, down, up, down, up strumming pattern. But we're going to work on that just a little bit. Going to kind of break it down for you, and just see how we can get that going, because this throws a whole new wrinkle in things where we've been just 1, 2, 3, 4. Now we're throwing some up strums. And once again, let me talk to you about this. Don't show a whole lot of pick. Whether you put your index finger like that, or whether you curl it around like that, either way is fine. Whatever works best for you. Don't show a lot of pick. Don't hold it way back here, because you don't have any control over what's happening, and it's apt to come out of your fingers. So grab down onto the pick, and you don't have to hold it real tight. What I have to do, a lot of times my fingers are dry, particularly this time of year. I got to just dampen them a little bit, and it's like it forms a suction on that pick and helps it hold better. But and remember, when you're strumming, kind of angle pick down. When you're strumming down, the up strum, you just brush a couple of the strings. You don't have to come all the way up. Just, and you don't have to dig into the strings. Please don't do that. That sounds awful. So just and so remember that if we're counting 1, 2, 3, 4, if we add in the eighth notes, then we're going 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. So with the ones being the down strum and the ands being the little up strum. So in this strumming pattern that we're using, we're going to go down, down, up. Then we're going to come down, and we're going to start at the bottom of the strings again. We're going to do a up, down. And let me tell you this also. It's important that you play this root note on the one beat of the 1, 2, 3, 4, but it's not necessary to hit all the strings the second time. Or you can play the bottom strings on the down strums, and then play the up, and play the higher strings on the up strums, and that makes it sound maybe like you've got a bigger instrument or more instruments. You can do a you don't have to just kind of loosen up, feel the music, play the song. But we're going to go down, down, up, down, up, down, down, up, down, up. And if we were counting that, it would be a 1, 2, and 4, because we're not hitting the strings on that third beat down strum. That's called a ghost strum. We're just going down, down, up, down, up. 1, 2, and 4, and. So work on that. Maybe you have to break it down. 1, 2, 3. Practice that. Get that down. Then work on the second half of that. And then you can put them together. All right. Work on that. If you got any questions, shoot me an email, and I'll be happy to help you any way I can. We're glad you're in this class. We enjoy getting to know you guys in this class. We want you to keep coming back. We want you to have fun. And if there's some way that we need, if something particular that you need help on, don't hesitate to ask, because we're not there to teach you what we want you to learn. We're there to help you learn the things you want to learn. All right. God bless, and we'll see you again real soon.